Attractiveness is often seen as something external, what we wear, how we look, and the words we use. But genuine attraction runs deeper than the surface. It's about the energy you radiate, the habits you develop, and the way you navigate through life today. I want to discuss 11 habits that make you subtly attractive. Habits that don't demand attention, but naturally draw people toward you. The first habit is active listening. Too often we focus on what we will say next, instead of fully engaging in the conversation. When you genuinely listen to others, when you give them your complete attention, you communicate that they matter. This fosters an invisible connection that is more meaningful than any witty comment. The second habit is being present. We live in a time where distractions constantly compete for our focus. Yet those who can truly be in the moment with those around them always stand out. It's a mark of emotional strength and discipline. Authenticity is the third habit. Being yourself without pretending to be someone you're not is one of the most appealing things you can do. When you accept yourself, you show others that they can do the same. This builds a sense of trust and comfort. People are naturally drawn to those who are real rather than those trying to appear perfect. The fourth habit is consistency. People who show up every day and remain loyal to their principles and actions are incredibly attractive. It's not about perfection, but about reliability. Consistency nurtures trust and admiration, both of which are essential for attraction. Fifth is empathy. When you step into another person's shoes and acknowledge their emotions, you form a deep connection. Empathy doesn't need words. It's the quiet understanding that allows someone to feel valued and acknowledged. Next, we have the habit of allowing others to speak. The most attractive people are often those who encourage others to shine instead of monopolizing conversations. They uplift others. It's the quiet confidence that doesn't need external validation, and as a result earns admiration. The seventh habit is humility. People who know their worth but don't feel the need to constantly prove it are naturally magnetic. Humility doesn't reduce your value, it enhances it. It makes you approachable and relatable, two qualities that draw people in. Another habit that makes you subtly attractive is being mindful of your body language. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. The way you stand, make eye contact, and carry yourself speaks volumes without uttering a word. The ninth habit is self-care. When you prioritize your mental, physical, and emotional well-being, it sends a message that you value yourself. People are drawn to those who show they can be their own source of strength and stability. The 10th habit is having a sense of purpose. Individuals who are motivated and understand their direction in life carry a quiet strength that attracts others. It's not about having everything figured out, but about being committed to personal growth. Finally, the 11th habit is patience. The ability to wait for the right moments and let things develop in their own time is a trait that makes you magnetic in a world of instant gratification. Those who practice patience are deeply attractive because they show self-regret and trust in the process. Attraction isn't about standing out, it's about living in a way that makes others feel heard, valued, and appreciated. It's not about being perfect or loud, but about fostering habits that build meaningful connections. The most attractive people are often those who don't seek attention, yet naturally command it through their actions, behaviors, and the way they treat others. Attraction isn't just about physical appearance, it's the unseen qualities that draw people in. We live in a world where external beauty is constantly highlighted through advertising, social media, and entertainment. So it's easy to forget that true attraction goes much deeper than what is visible. While physical features might catch someone's eye, it's the quiet, intangible traits that make a person truly captivating. These qualities might not be immediately noticeable, but they leave a lasting impression that extends beyond the surface. You often hear the phrase, beauty is only skin deep, and while that's true in many ways, it overlooks something important. The strongest form of attraction isn't what we see, but what we feel. It's how someone makes us feel, how they carry themselves, and how they interact with the world around them. These invisible traits have a profound impact, often overshadowing what we consider outward beauty. Think about the presence of someone who enters a room. Is it their energy that naturally draws attention even without them saying anything? Is it the way they carry themselves with self-assurance, or the way they make others feel valued? This type of attraction stems from qualities that are hard to measure, but leave a powerful impression on those around them. One of the most compelling invisible traits is confidence when someone steps into a room with a natural sense of belonging. It sends a message that resonates with everyone. Confidence isn't about arrogance or boasting. It's a quiet recognition of one's worth and the ability to exist comfortably in their own skin. People who exude confidence without needing validation are naturally magnetic because they provide a sense of security and stability. There's something incredibly appealing about someone who understands their value without feeling the need to broadcast it. But confidence alone isn't enough. True attraction also comes from the ability to genuinely listen and connect with others. In a world where everyone is trying to be heard, those who take the time to truly listen stand out. Active listening goes beyond just hearing someone's words. It involves recognizing the emotions and meaning behind them. It communicates that you value the other person and that their thoughts matter. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel heard and understood. When someone listens with sincere interest, they invite others into their world in a way that is both disarming and deeply attractive. Attraction is also rooted in the ability to be fully present in an era full of distractions. People are drawn to those who give them their undivided attention. When you are truly engaged in a conversation or a moment, you show others that they matter. This type of presence makes people feel valued and appreciated. It's an understated form of attraction that leaves a lasting impact. The ability to stay composed under pressure is another silent yet powerful attractive quality in times of stress or uncertainty. Those who remain calm project a sense of stability and reliability. People naturally gravitate toward individuals who can navigate challenges with grace because it instills a sense of confidence and trust. By focusing on cultivating these internal qualities, we not only become more attractive, but also build deeper, more meaningful relationships in a world that often prioritizes superficial beauty. These traits stand out more than ever. They are the true essence of attraction: quiet, subtle, and lasting. Those who show up every day with a strong sense of responsibility, the ones who always follow through on their promises, and those who remain dependable and committed are the ones who eventually rise to the top. Achieving success in any area is built upon these core habits, not on occasional bursts of brilliance. Impressive moments of productivity may attract short-term attention, but it's the steady, behind-the-scenes effort that ensures long-lasting achievement. This idea is just as applicable in leadership. A great leader does not need to constantly deliver grand speeches or stage dramatic displays of authority. What truly differentiates a great leader is their ability to lead by example, to consistently be there for their team, to provide steady support, and to nurture an environment of trust and respect through small, everyday actions. A leader who consistently listens, gives constructive feedback, and supports their team builds a dedicated, high-performing group. On the other hand, a leader who only steps up with grand gestures during major events often struggles to create long-term trust and credibility because their actions lack consistent commitment. The impact of small, consistent efforts is also significant in personal growth. Self-improvement is not a quick race, but a long journey. If we aim to better ourselves, whether in our physical health, mental well-being, or professional skills, it's the small daily efforts that truly create lasting change. Instead of attempting massive transformations all at once, consider how gradual adjustments in your daily habits can lead to meaningful progress. Taking time to reflect, practicing mindfulness, maintaining a structured routine, or reading a little every day accumulates over time. These consistent actions establish a strong foundation for growth, surpassing any short-term solutions that may offer only temporary results. The strength of small, steady efforts is often underestimated because they don't provide immediate gratification. We live in a time where instant results are highly valued, where people are constantly searching for the next shortcut to success. However, real change, whether in ourselves or our relationships, is a product of sustained dedication, of continuing to show up even when the results are not instantly visible. The best outcomes often come from steady efforts that don't make headlines or attract applause, but gradually build into something remarkable over time. It's essential to recognize that small things make a big difference. The kindness you show, the consistency with which you honor your commitments, the effort you put in every single day, these are the things that create trust, shape your character, and leave a lasting impact. It's not always the bold, attention-grabbing actions that matter the most, but the quiet, everyday choices that shape your future. The next time you find yourself tempted to focus on grand gestures or expect rapid success, remember that small, regular actions are what truly drive lasting change. Every day presents an opportunity to make a difference, to grow, and to build something meaningful. Stay dedicated to the journey, trust in the process, and believe that the small steps you take today will accumulate into something far greater than any single dramatic action. It's the steady persistence that leads to true transformation, one step at a time. Silence and presence can often be more impactful than words. In a world constantly filled with information, opinions, and noise, it's easy to overlook the powerful role of simply being present. Conversations or moments of chaos, it is the quiet pauses and the unspoken understanding that can have the deepest effect. Silence, in this sense, is not emptiness. It is a space where connection, empathy, and true understanding can grow. It is a force that carries more meaning than words ever could, transcending the limitations of language. The value of silence is in its ability to provide space for thought, comprehension, and emotional depth. Often, the most significant moments in life don't arise from long discussions, but from shared silent experiences. Think of a time when you were with someone and no words were spoken for a while, perhaps watching a sunset or taking a quiet walk. In such moments, the absence of words doesn't diminish the connection. In fact, it often strengthens it. Without constant conversation, silence allows us to fully absorb the moment, connect without interruption, and feel the presence of another person in a way that words might dilute. Silence, in its purest form, can communicate more than any spoken language ever could. In relationships, silence can be a powerful way to express understanding and support. There are moments when words feel inadequate, when no phrase seems right, or when a situation is too overwhelming for language to provide comfort. In these times, simply being there for someone, offering your presence without judgment, can mean more than any carefully crafted statement. Sitting beside someone during their hardships, sharing in their emotions without feeling the need to fix things, can be one of the most profound ways to show empathy. Silence in such moments says, "I am here with you." And that can be more powerful than any words. The power of silence is deeply connected with the concept of presence. Being present means being fully engaged in the moment, giving your undivided attention to the person or situation in front of you. Silence and presence often go hand in hand. To be present is to listen deeply, to observe with care, and to respond thoughtfully. Being fully present creates an environment where genuine connections can form, where true understanding can develop without the interference of distractions, assumptions, or preconceived ideas. Silence in this context is not passive, it is an active engagement. It means being so attuned to what is happening that your quietness carries meaning. When you are truly present, you become aware of others' emotions, their unspoken concerns, and their deeper needs. In conversations, being present means not just waiting for your turn to speak, but truly absorbing what the other person is expressing. Your silence in these moments reflects your genuine attention and respect, strengthening the connection between you and the other person. Presence combined with silence also has the ability to bring calm and clarity. In moments of tension or emotional turmoil, have you ever noticed how a simple pause, a deep breath, a moment of stillness, can shift the entire atmosphere? That brief silence can be a turning point. It allows people to reset, to think before reacting. Silence does not just soothe the mind, it creates space for thoughtfulness, perspective, and a more measured response. It is a tool for de-escalation, a way to break the cycle of immediate reactions and encourage a more intentional approach. Silence also plays a crucial role in self-reflection. In a world that constantly demands our attention, finding moments of stillness where we can truly listen to our inner thoughts is rare. Yet it is in these quiet moments that we reconnect with ourselves, gain clarity on our values, and realign with what truly matters. Silence helps us understand ourselves better, guiding us toward authenticity and genuine self-awareness. Being present is not just about being there for others, it's also about being present for yourself. Authenticity is one of the most magnetic qualities a person can have. In a world where many feel pressured to conform, to project an image, or to put on a facade, it is those who embrace their true selves who stand out. Authenticity is the quiet confidence of being unapologetically yourself, without pretending to be someone you're not or trying to fit into a mold created by others. It's this raw, unfiltered expression of self that attracts others, fostering deep and meaningful relationships. When someone is authentic, there is no guesswork about their intentions or values. They are clear about their beliefs, passions, and principles. They don't hide behind pretense or strive to impress. They simply are who they are. This honesty creates trust, the foundation of all strong relationships. Authentic people don't seek perfection. Instead, they accept their imperfections and embrace their humanity. This kind of transparency is magnetic, drawing others in because it signals realness, sincerity, and reliability. Since real connections are built on truth rather than any form of pretense or performance, the more genuine you are, the more others feel comfortable being themselves around you. On the other hand, when someone is not being authentic or is putting on a front, it creates a sense of distance. We've all been in situations where we can tell that someone isn't being completely honest or is hiding their real self. This creates a subtle tension, an unspoken awareness that something is being withheld. People can sense this, even if it's not obvious. This lack of authenticity can lead to surface-level, transactional interactions instead of deep, meaningful relationships. Being authentic, however, cuts through the distractions. It builds trust and fosters genuine relationships because it removes the masks we often wear. One of the most compelling aspects of authenticity is its openness. It requires courage to be your true self, especially in a world that often glorifies perfection, success, and idealized versions of life. Being authentic means letting go of the fear of judgment and embracing who you really are. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it is one of the strongest ways to form connections. When you share your struggles, flaws, and genuine emotions, you encourage others to do the same. This exchange of honesty creates closeness, empathy, and trust. People are naturally drawn to those who are unafraid to be real, to admit mistakes, and to show their humanity. It creates a depth of connection that superficial conversations and facades could never match. Authenticity also fosters self-growth. When you remain true to yourself, you create room for reflection and improvement. You stop defining success by someone else's standards, and instead focus on what truly matters to you. Authenticity empowers you to follow your passions, set goals that align with your values, and make decisions that reflect your genuine desires. Because you are no longer trying to meet external expectations, you are free to explore what truly fulfills you. Right? As you grow in your authenticity, your life naturally becomes more aligned, meaningful, and satisfying. This alignment in turn attracts people who share similar values or who appreciate the same things, creating a supportive community of like-minded individuals who uplift each other. Authenticity is compelling because it attracts people who connect with your true self. When you stop pretending to be someone you're not, you create space for real connections to form. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who embrace both their strengths and flaws. Authenticity is the foundation of trust, deep relationships, and lasting influence in every aspect of life. So the next time you wonder whether to fit in or to be yourself, remember that your greatest strength lies in your true self. By embracing your real nature, imperfections, strengths, and all, you create the most meaningful connections and the most lasting impact. Authenticity is not only appealing, it is transformative for you and everyone you interact with. When you present yourself as you truly are, you encourage others to do the same, fostering a world where real connections and genuine relationships thrive. In a world full of distractions, those who can stay focused and calm often stand out the most. The constant stream of notifications, the rapid pace of modern life, and the never-ending flood of information can leave us feeling overwhelmed and detached. In such an environment, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters: our goals, values, and the people in our lives. However, those who can rise above the noise, concentrate their attention, and maintain composure amid the chaos are both powerful and magnetic. Their ability to be present in the moment draws people toward them in a way that is both compelling and reassuring. Focus is one of the most valuable skills we can develop, yet it is also one of the most difficult to maintain. Our attention is constantly being pulled in different directions by our phones, social media, work demands, and other outside forces. In many ways, we have become used to a state of continuous distraction. But true focus, the ability to direct our full attention to one task or person with clarity and intention, is rare and incredibly attractive. When someone can concentrate, they demonstrate that they are fully engaged in the moment, whether with a person, a project, or a responsibility. In a world that demands divided attention, giving someone your undivided focus is a powerful statement. It communicates that they are important and valued. The power of focus lies in its ability to create stronger relationships. When you are completely present in a conversation, without checking your phone or looking around, you send a clear message that you care. People can tell when someone is not truly listening, when their attention is elsewhere. In contrast, giving someone your full focus makes them feel seen, heard, and understood. This strengthens the connection and fosters trust. In both personal and professional relationships, the ability to focus on another person without distraction is one of the most attractive qualities you can offer. It is rare to meet someone who truly listens, who takes the time to understand before speaking or passing judgment. The ability to remain calm in difficult situations is another trait that makes someone stand out. We all experience stressful moments, whether in tough conversations, high-pressure work situations, or personal struggles. During these times, emotions can escalate quickly, and it is easy to react impulsively or become overwhelmed. However, those who can stay calm, pause, breathe, and think before reacting are often seen as more competent, reliable, and composed. Calmness is a form of self-discipline that instills confidence in others. It shows that no matter what happens, you can handle the situation with grace and composure. When you remain calm under pressure, you create stability and reassurance for those around you. People naturally gravitate toward those who exude a sense of calm because they feel secure in their presence. There is an unspoken understanding that no matter how chaotic things become, this person will navigate through it with clarity and control. This is particularly important in leadership roles, where the ability to stay composed under pressure is crucial. A leader who remains calm and focused during challenges creates an environment where others feel encouraged to do the same. They build confidence, not through force or loudness, but through steadiness and presence. The ability to focus and stay calm also leads to better decision-making. When we are distracted or emotionally overwhelmed, our ability to think rationally is impaired. We are more likely to make impulsive choices based on fleeting emotions or outside pressures. But when we remain focused and composed, we can assess situations more clearly, consider all options, and make decisions that align with our values and goals. In a world that often prioritizes quick reactions over thoughtful choices, the ability to pause, breathe, and think critically is invaluable. The appeal of focus and calm goes beyond their impact on others. They also enhance our own well-being. Living in constant distraction leads to burnout, anxiety, and a sense of disconnection. When we are pulled in too many directions, it becomes difficult to find true purpose or fulfillment. But when we cultivate focus, when we truly engage with what is in front of us, we create a sense of inner peace. Calmness allows us to stay grounded, to respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally, and to handle life's challenges with resilience. In this way, focus and calm are not just attractive qualities, they are essential for living a balanced and meaningful life. In a world that often values speed over depth, the ability to be truly present is a rare and powerful gift. True presence, being fully immersed in the moment without distractions, is incredibly compelling. When you are present, you are not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. You are simply here now, with the people and tasks in front of you. This presence strengthens connections and creates genuine intimacy. People feel valued when they know you are truly engaged with them. Focus and calm are qualities that help us navigate